Yo, lads, what is happening? Today we're going to run through some education from the Surf Shack in Bali. Pardon me, right? I believe that cutting and bulking is absolutely dead in the water. And if you want to build an athletic physique, look good, feel good, have incredible levels of testosterone, get more shit done and just look phenomenal, then this is the training for you. So mastering body recomposition, fat loss and muscle gain for an aesthetic athletic physique. 365 boys, 365. So strap yourselves in. So this is me on the left when I was 16 years old, skin Diana bones, no muscle, skinny fat, little soft chest, little childish face. Yeah, obviously I was 16, but this is me now at 27, just turned 27, 10 years on. I've gained 40 kilos of muscle. I've built a physique that I'm proud of, confidence, lifestyle. I've got it all. I've got it all, boys. I look good, feel good, think good, great energy, day in, day out. I get shit done, and I've completely transformed the whole lifestyle, the whole mindset, the whole physique. And if you are in a position right now where you're just plowing away at the bananas like younger Lewis was, then we've got to change it, right? Because there's the strategy behind this. And I used to believe back then, I just want to get jacked. I just want to get massive. I want to be huge. But that wasn't ever the case. The deeper I got into this fitness journey, this lifestyle, I got to recognise and realise what I truly valued. And I want to unpack that today for you guys, maybe relate with you and give you a bit of an insight to maybe what you can tweak and change in your current training journey to advance the physique, the mindset, the lifestyle, get the body you've always wanted, and live a life in your own terms. So you don't need to be a little skinny guy anymore. You can build that strong physique that commands respect. Alright, so we're going to dive in. I'm going to give you the entire blueprint on me. So the old way of doing things, there's cutting, right? You cut down, you lose all of the body fat, which, you know, for some people is necessary if you're carrying too much timber. I get that. But when you're maybe in that skinny fat category, and you cut all the way down, what it does is just prolongs that element of like poor body composition and poor confidence for sure, but low sex drive and low energy will happen. I've been the guy that will go on like, you know, photo shoot cuts or bodybuilding prep cuts. I've stepped on stage and stuff. I've done plenty of photo shoots, and I always dieted myself into oblivion, and I had massive food focus. It felt horrible, boring long bouts of cardio, 600 calories in the Stairmaster a day, 15k steps, absolutely emaciated, you know, not a bit of fat on me, and I just felt horrible, had low drive and motivation, poor sleep, poor recovery, and I just felt awful all the goddamn time, trying to lose that wee bit extra body fat, right? But these trials and tribulations of cutting fat has gave me a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of confidence on how to help clients lose body fat very, very quickly, which is, you know, simple science, but comes down to the discipline factor for sure. And then on the other side, anytime I came out of a long cutting phase, what would happen would I'd start this bulk, right? And then I'd gain all this unnecessary body fat and bloat and strength. Yeah, the muscle was good, the gains were good, but I'd have low body image issues. I wouldn't like the way I looked or felt. I was force feeding, felt bloated all the time. I looked good in a t-shirt, but I had that kind of fat buff appearance if I took her off, big bloated face, jacked arms but fat tummy and chest. And I had poor brain function, you know, putting away all this unnecessary amount of carbohydrates, Rice Krispie Squares bars, Pop-Tarts, cereal, just to get the calories in. There was a point in my life where I was eating 14 Weetabix a day, a Big Mac, 5 chicken selects, a McDonald's milkshake, then having the dinner that I'd have at home from my mum and dad's, and then I would eat all sorts of extra food during the day, big mass gainer protein shakes and stuff. My shits were horrific, boys. Horrific. You know, gut health wasn't even existing. I just felt awful all the time. So there's two sides of the coin. But there's a middleman here. There's a part to play in the middle, and I want to unpack that today because the old way of doing things is redundant. I think if you want that lean athletic lifestyle physique that looks good in a t-shirt, looks good naked, feel great at the beach, feel great on holidays and have year-round gains, then this is the way for you. So the new way of doing things, right, is body recomping, where you can get to sub 10% body fat year-round, stay there, look good, feel good, food freedom and control, eat what you want when you want within reason, and master the art of energy balance, inputs and outputs, you're going to improve your testosterone levels and energy massively, maintain a level of drive and motivation for your goals in which you set, and essentially have lifestyle gains and complete mastery. Mind, body, lifestyle, look good, feel good, and thrive well, body, business, balance, and just look great 365, guys. If you are one of these guys that just wants to hit the sweet spot and maintain it, this is for you. And that way you can take your strength, energy, and performance and aesthetics to the next level. Like on the right, you can see me running 16 kilometers per hour, negative split runs, so I can move good, move fast, feel athletic and fit. Me just sitting down, no fat, puffy belly rolls, tight chest, vascular arms, and like 10% body fat. You can see my abs even sitting down, and then benching 130 kilograms, which would equate to, just shy of 300 pounds on the bench press as well. So I've got the strength, the aesthetics, and the performance, and that's came down to the exact framework I'm going to run through. And it's the exact same things that I've done for these guys right here, where they can simultaneously lose body fat, gain muscle, and improve them for their physique and performance side by side. Because this guy here, Tom, he's been in the program 30 days. His chest, delts, biceps, and everything's blowing up. He's the exact same weight in both photos running the method. This guy here, Ben, he's the exact same weight, except we've chopped all the puppy fat, ripped abs, jacked chest and arms, looks completely different. Same with Kyle, huge body recomposition, same weight in both photos, ripped the fat, stacked the muscle, got paper skin shredded, dick skin shredded to the bone, looking huge, looking jacked, looking confident, jawline, masculine, looking great, energy, confidence through the roof. And then the same with my man Connor here, who pretty much is the same weight, just shy of 80 kilos in both photos, but he is ripped to the gills here, ab vascularity, shredded abs, jacked shoulders and chest, looking incredible. And that's how we get the lean, toned, athletic look, by improving your metabolic rate and improving your overall health. And we run this for all of the guys inside the program, and I want to teach you how to do that just today. So there's some key principles that we need to understand first and foremost, which is going to come down to caloric balance. You want to find out your TDEE, which you can find out online. Type that in, and then just remove anywhere between 250 500 calories from that per day. Okay, and that's going to put you into a slight deficit initially, and stay with me because it's not a diet, but we're going to focus on really driving whole nutrient dense foods, driving the potatoes, the steak, the eggs, the chicken, all the stuff that is really, really good and nutrient dense, that your body's going to extract all the vitamins and minerals for and from, and really utilize to build the healthiest version of yourself. Because the more muscle you build, the more metabolically adapted you are, the more fat you lose, the better testosterone will be, and it's about finding the sweet spot. But we do have to know your macros initially. Okay, I would always aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and if you're operating from pounds, I would always go 1.2 to 2 pounds, 2 grams of protein per body weight every single day. So I sit roughly at 250 grams of protein per day. I'm 176 pounds, 80 kilos, and that's where I like to roughly base my protein. Because when you leverage protein massively, guess what happens? You stay fuller longer, you build better metabolic health, you stay leaner, you build more muscle, you stay fuller. The list goes on and on and on. It's just incredible for you, especially if you're eating things like red meat, chicken, steak, prawns, a wide variety of really healthy, nutritiously dense protein sources. Then we've also got the strength training component. We always prioritize compound lifts like your squats, bench and deadlifts, smashing every muscle group 2 to 3 times a week. Minimal viable dose. We don't overcook ourselves with training. We do hardcore workouts, but enough to recover from, so we can hit that muscle group with frequency and volume over the course of the week through different periodized workouts, where it will be low reps, high amounts of sets, or low sets, high amounts of reps, whatever it may be. Just volume, strength, intensity, driving that body to adapt week after week. And then understanding the consistency over perfection element. Like, if you want to rush this, you can rush this and make it a shit cake. But if you truly want to live a strong, powerful life that lasts, that gives you longevity, gives you skin in the game, then it's all about building sustainable habits. I'm going to run through my entire blueprint of these habits for you as we dive deeper into this training. So on that note as well, we've got nutrition. On the right, you can see what I generally eat. It's a lot of eggs, a lot of fish, a lot of chicken, I didn't have a picture of like a steak meal. I normally have like 400 grams of steak a day. My primary carb source is potatoes, which you'll notice because potatoes themselves are the highest volume, lowest calorie complex carbohydrate, and because they're quite starchy, it actually pulls water weight from your system, so you can actually have a leaner appearance the more potatoes you eat, and they are really good for digestion. You can salt them up, you can cook them in many different ways, and they're super good bang for buck calories to consume, and they give me incredible energy. You can have rice, you can have oats, but potatoes for me are just the winner. I smash a lot of eggs, probably 8 to 10 eggs per day. Anywhere between 1 to 2 chicken breasts per day. I have a little bit of bacon here or there just for, a little bit of a treat now and again. But I don't ever feel the way when I eat this way that I need to crave bad foods. Maybe once or twice a week I'll have a cookie or a muffin or something, but I'll utilise those extra calories from maybe a more palatable processed food for a bigger workout. And it's just about knowing when to deploy it. But fish, chicken, eggs, Greek yogurt, lots of Greek yogurt in the evening. To act as that casein protein, lots of nuts and avocados, olive oils and stuff to cook in, to pepper on your meals, again for those healthy fats to improve testosterone. But when you have a higher fat diet, like I usually eat about 70 to 80 grams of fat per day, maybe 150, 200 carb, but then 250 grams of protein, and that keeps me in a really healthy spot. I don't feel too full, too empty. I just feel perfect. Protein's getting prioritized every single meal, pre and post workout. I have things like dates and honey and banana pre-workout as well for those simple sugars, but nothing I eat is unnatural. It's all naturally occurring good quality food. And then hydration as well, 4 to 5 litres per day, utilising things like L-carnitine in my water, utilising amino acids, utilising things like electrolytes, so my water's always flavoured. All really good stuff, so you can actually get the most from your water intake. So if you're just drinking water, you just piss it out, but if you're supplementing it in your water, you'll retain that water better, intracellular for your muscles, especially when dosed with carbohydrates and whatnot, so you can actually get the most from the hydration you're taking in. And that's the thing, it's going to lead to better performance when you're well hydrated, especially utilising things like electrolytes, because the water will stay in the system, therefore you'll have better muscle contractions, less fatigue, less cramps, and that will help massively, guys. When it comes to training and whatnot, it's like progressive overload's key. Every single week I'm looking to get stronger on my compound lifts, working between the ranges of 6 to 12 reps, leading into hypertrophy as well. Because the thing is, like, I was told this years ago by my older brother, he's like, right, Lewis, you're lifting too light. I was like, yeah, but hypertrophy 6 to 12. But he said, yeah, but if you go heavier, you'll have to do more time under tension because you have to control the reps more. You'll build more mechanical stimulus and tension and build more strength, and over time you'll be able to develop strength through the higher rep ranges, therefore leading to higher amounts of muscle mass. And that stuck with me, so I just lift as heavy as I possibly can for as many as I possibly can in the 6 to 12 rep range every single workout. It's that easy. Cardio wise is going to be a mix of low intensity cardio, so your 10 to 12k steps every single day, and potentially a small incline walk pre and post workout, and then HIIT for efficiency and endurance. I do a little mix of both. I always hit my steps every day, non-negotiable. That is the low intensity stuff, or some zone 2 work on the concept bike for maybe anywhere between an hour and 90 minutes to really propel that calorie burn. Today for me is a big cardio day. So I'm going to be doing a back workout later. I've done 200 calories in the bike this morning before my ice bath and sauna, and I'm going to go in again tonight and do another 300. So that will equate 500 calories burned on top of steps and training. So output generally is super high. Or I'll pepper in some like conditioning workouts on the ergs, whether it be air assault bike, whether it be ski erg or rower or something. Just short, sharp 3 rounds. Pardon me, 30 to 45 seconds going for it, with maybe 45 to a minute rest in between, and that just cooks you. When you do HIIT training, it has almost the same effect as weight training. It has that delayed onset effect, which gives you like DOMs. It can almost make sure that it's the afterburn effect. We'll call it the afterburn effect. It like burns more calories later down the line than it would, whereas low intensity will burn calories in the moment. The high intensity burns calories through the day and later on. Recovery, as you can see on the right hand side, getting a good night kip in a very brightly lit room with my eye mask not even on. Sleep is absolutely paramount, boys. Make sure you're winding down in the evening. reflecting, journaling, reading, and potentially putting an eye mask on, putting blue light blockers on, dimming the lights and getting into a cave-like setting, and prioritising 7 to 9 hours sleep per night. So testosterone's high, human growth hormone's high, recovery's high, and you are allowing your body to de-stress from a big day. Because on top of everything I'm talking about, I work 10 hours a day minimum, and that puts me on a spot to actually, de-stress and flush all the catch from my brain. Imagine your brain's like a computer with all these tabs open. At night time, you get to down-regulate that. Okay. A wee tip before bed: magnesium biglycinate, 100%, and potentially I've been using a supplement up here with like Tonga Ali, Shilajit, boron, etc. in it, which is really good prior to bed, and it just allows you to utilize all those good supplements, to improve your central nervous system, recover it properly, improve your testosterone, your growth hormone production, etc. And another little tip as well is try have 4 eggs before bed as well for the healthy fats and cholesterol, along with some yogurt for the casein protein. You'll just be building muscle overnight as you recover, which is good. Every single week there's going to be some active recovery, some light stretching, or some nature walks, whether it be in the beach or the woods or something, but active recovery, some light stretching 2 or 3 times a week, just to make sure you're not running into injuries on top of all the high intensity training that you're doing. Because I train like a bodybuilder, powerlifter, crossfitter, endurance runner. I train everything to a decent standard. I'm not particularly best at one, I'm just decent at all of them, and that's what I like doing because it keeps things fun. And the best program you'll stick to is the funnest one, the one you really enjoy showing up for. When it comes to mindset and progress tracking, you can see me here looking shredded poolside at the resort I'm going to every day. But you want to be taking photos of yourself every single day or week. Maybe not every day, but every week. If you're me, take them every day because you're narcissistic and you've got a business to run that revolves around you being in shape. But weekly photos, weigh-ins, I don't weigh in really right now, but I maybe jump in the scales if I find one at a gym that I'm going to, and I've been sitting at the exact same weight every time I've weighed in, even with clothes on, for the last 8 months. Just the same weight, but just slowly getting better, just tighter, more muscle, more this, more that. You got to stay patient with a recomposition phase. It takes time and consistency. You will notice if strength is going up, if more cuts, more vascularity are coming through. With fitness is improving, your ability to recover is getting better. You're making progress, right? So it's slow and steady wins the race when it comes to this. And if you do focus on the long-term success and outputs rather than the quick fixes, you're going to be in it and you're going to make massive progress and growth over the long term. So if you focus on quick fixes, right, if you have quick wins, you'll get quick losses, right? So if you celebrate the small wins every single day, did I hit my steps, did I hit my hydration goals, my supplements, my training, my nutrition, my personal daily reflections, my wake up time, my standards, my cardio, literally be super aware of all these little wins that are coming through and allow yourself to be in the mindset of, fuck me, this is incredible, I am making massive growth and progress with these little needle movers that I'm doing daily that are allowing me to show up and be the best me, and over time everything will pay off. So my complete system for actually living the lifestyle where I can go out for some burgers with the missus, I can train like a savage and improve my cardio and my physique, I can look good, feel good, wear the clothes that I want and have a good energy around me, focus on my recovery and my lifestyle, and just generally live a life that I'm super inspired by. Things that I tend to do in the morning, or even throughout the entirety of the day, would be fasting in the morning. Don't eat straight away. When you eat straight away, you pretty much give your stomach a reason to absorb the energy so your brain can't function properly, so you can pretty much run on coffee, sparkling water and electrolytes in the morning, really simply. I protein leverage every single meal. I make sure every single meal is anywhere between 50 to 70 grams of protein, non-negotiable. So over the course of maybe 2 or 3 eating windows, I know for a fact I'm hitting well over 200 grams of protein every single time. Daily cardio must be hit, big or small. It might be a little bit of a circuit post-workout after your strength training. It might be long bouts of endurance working the concepts or the bikes. It might be running, or it might just be your 10k steps or 12k steps like I touched on. I do weights 7 days a week at the moment. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but it works for me. I run a push-pull legs program twice a week with one accessory day where I'll maybe focus on abs and mobility and almost weighted stretching and whatnot to open up my physique and frame and allow me to have like an ability to stretch into new ranges of motion. Conditioning 3 times a week for the push, the pull and the legs. There's going to be a supplementary conditioning session that will last 15 minutes off the back of every other one. And that allows me to really work on my HIIT training, my fitness, burpees and skiing and rowing and running and pushing myself really, really hard for a short period of time. Whole foods, no tracking foods either, but I eat whole foods. 3 meals a day, 1 shake is like the standard in which I go for right now. I'm probably eating roughly 3,500 calories at the moment. Even though I said my carbs were like 150, fats at 70, I never know because I'm not tracking, but when we look at like the actual ingredients in the plate, I feel like I'm eating like 3,500 calories, when in reality I don't really know how much I'm eating, but I'm eating lots of good quality food and feeling good because I'm seeing the visual differences. I sleep 9 hours a night, non-negotiable. I have a morning process which is waking up on my first alarm, doing 20 to 30 burpees, reading and reflecting, planning my day out, making sure I know what I'm hitting, what non-negotiables have to be done that day. And that puts me into a spot where I'm acting my way into positive thinking for the day, so my mindset is on point and primed. Supplements are going to be things like L-carnitine, boron, Tonga Ali, magnesium biglycinate, vitamin D3, 10,000 IUs, vitamin K2 to minimise the calcification of the vitamin D3, and so on, electrolytes, etc. Very simple stuff, whey protein if needs be, usually in the smoothies that I buy from like the shops I go to. Lifestyle planning, always planning in like a date night every single week, so I've got something to look forward to. And then in the morning, caffeine loading, as much caffeine and hydration as possible, so I can ride out that fasted state and not feel hungry at all. So it's very, very simple stuff, guys, that you can implement into your life. And this is exactly what we do for all of these guys here. No cuts, no bulks, just recomp all the way through and through, building a better physique, mindset and lifestyle, so they can have the looks, the aesthetics, the strength, everything functioning and flying at a really, really high performance standard, so they can take it to the top and be exactly where they want to be. So guys, if you want to get involved, you can work with us one-to-one, VIP, CEO, any of the groups. Apex Method will most likely run something similar for you, but I just want to give you the tools, the lessons, the understanding on how to do this properly, so you're not falling into the 2 camps at the start of the cuts and the bulks, the repetitiveness of it, because it's just not the way to do it going into 2025, guys. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and I really, really do believe this way is the best way, honestly, and we'll bespoke a plan for you. We'll meet you where you're at, make sure you're seen, heard and supported and guided through a process that works for you, with you, and it doesn't complicate your life, it complements your life. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, much love, let's get shredded.